Let me show you how I make this simple delicious meal. First, I have my eggs, my diced onions, my diced plantain, carrot, the different colors of bell peppers, the spring onions. The first thing I do, I introduce all into the pot. I pour in my onions and saute it for about 2 minutes for it to release its fragrance. I then went ahead to put in my corned beef. I use corned beef for this recipe. You can decide to use any fish of your choice. It's left to you, or you can even decide to use chicken breast, whichever one appeals to you. You can go ahead and use that. This day I just wanted that the corned beef, so I decided to make use of corned beef here. I put this in and I tried to fry it for about 3 to 4 minutes, just for it to get a little bit brown. I stirred and stirred. In this recipe, don't forget, I was supposed to add the pepper before the corned beef. I think I forgot I was going to use habanero pepper, and when I remembered much later, I added that. But for now, I went ahead to introduce my curry powder. After introducing that, I stirred for about a minute, allowed it to release its fragrance, added my seasoning cubes, stirred a little bit, and then introduce salt. Mind you, you can add salt to taste. You can add more or less depending on how you want it, but for me, I just added that quantity and I kept on stirring this for another 2 minutes. I went ahead to introduce my already chopped carrot and stirred this for another 2 minutes. Remember, you still want the carrot a little bit crunchy, so you don't have to overcook it at this point in time. I now remembered my habanero pepper. I went ahead and introduced that, but you can introduce a habanero pepper much earlier. Right here, I completely forgot about the habanero peppers. Here we're going to stir this for a little bit more. After this stage, we can now introduce the diced peppers. I use the green, the orange, the red, and the yellow bell peppers. You can use any one you have, but I have the four, so I decided to use this for all at once. Sometimes you can just use two, you can just use one, depending on what you want. And mind you, in this recipe, I decided not to use tomatoes, but some people can decide to use tomatoes. And each of the bell pepper, I used 2 bell pepper each, of 2 of each colors in this meal. Okay, and there we go. We have to stir properly to combine. Mind you, I just stirred this for left it on the fire and stirred for like 2 minutes, maximum of 3 minutes. You still want everything to retain its freshness, right? And this is what I did in this picture and in this video, after which I had to whisk the eggs. Here I think it's properly stirred here. At this point in time, I stirred it thoroughly, made sure that everything is properly mixed up. There you go. I think just for like 2 minutes, this phase should be over within a couple of minutes here. And then don't forget to test for your salt and pepper and your seasoning. At this point in time, you can adjust if it's not tasty just the way you want it. Here we'll go ahead to whisk our egg properly before introducing it into the mixture. Okay, yeah, so right now we go ahead, I just finished doing that. Yep, and I'm going to introduce it into the mixture. There you go. And I will allow this to sit for like 1 minute. And yeah, so it's just there. Here you can go ahead and stir gently. This breakfast always turns out so nice, so delicious. You can never go wrong with this. Use any ingredient you have available at home, like I earlier mentioned. Then the quantity of eggs I used here was 14 eggs. This serving is for about 7 to 10 people. right? So I used about 14 eggs to do this, and you can see how lovely, how colorful this looks. It's already appetizing. At this point in time, the aroma in the kitchen was nose blinding. The taste, oh, was out of this place. I really enjoyed this. Everyone that tasted this meal had something good to say about it. Can you see how that looks? Would you like to have a taste of this? Okay, so that's why I have this recipe for you to try it at home, since you can come into my kitchen here to have it. But this is okay. You can see how beautiful this looks. So interesting. The aroma is something else. Oh my god, this is so nice, so nice. Can you see that? And guess what? Your egg sauce is ready. Here we go over to start frying our plantain. I introduce my vegetable oil into the pan, and I'll allow it to heat up for a while. Once the oil has heated up, I just try that out with onion. I like putting in onion to just for it to release its aroma into the oil before I start frying. Remember, I already diced my plantain, and at this point in time, I'm just gonna introduce it into the oil and fry till it's golden brown. Okay, here we go. Now you need to be careful at this point in time. Stir carefully. Do not leave your kitchen. Stay nearby so that your plantains don't get burnt, okay? Yeah. You're going to stir this until it's golden brown, because we need it crispy, not burnt. Just get the ideal color for it. We just need it to be golden brown. You keep stirring at intervals, okay? Yep, this is just the color we need right here. So this plantain is ready. Can you see how golden that looks? And interesting, right? Would you love to eat this alone or just introduce it to the egg sauce already prepared? Oh no, this is so nice. It's attracting, it's appetizing. Lovely. I already off the cooker at this point in time. If not, this will get burnt before I finish scooping it off the oil. So you can also try that or reduce it to the lowest to prevent it from getting burnt, okay? And after doing this, I went ahead to fry the remaining plantain. There you go. Now our plantain is ready to go. I also use Irish potato here. You can decide to use yam if you have that, or sweet potatoes, anyone you have. This particular day I just have the Irish potatoes at home, and that's why I decided to use this. You can also use diced yam or sweet potato, that works too. Okay, just make use of whatever thing you have. You can see you have 3 different options here, either the Irish, the sweet potatoes, or the yam. Okay, just dice it. This size is okay. If you want it a little bit bigger, depending on your choice, then you go ahead and fry your Irish. Make sure it's crispy. That's the goal for the Irish potatoes, okay? This should take you about 4 to 5 minutes. Please don't leave your kitchen, just keep watching it. All this depends on the heat at which you are frying this. If you're frying it at a high heat, you have to stay back, but I would always advise you fry on medium heat so that you don't get these things burnt, okay? There you go, the Irish potato is ready. I think we still have one more batch left to fry. Okay, yeah, that's good. I'm introducing the last batch of the Irish potatoes. Here we go. We'll also fry it and make sure it's crispy, just like the first one we did, okay? Yeah, this is also ready. We're scooping it out at this point in time. We're done with frying the plantain. We're also done with frying the Irish potatoes. Now our food, I would say it's like 90% ready. We're going to bring back the sauce. I realized that the sauce was a little bit much for my plantain, and the pan is small, so I'm going to scoop this out and mix it 2 different times, okay? Because it will be too much. This frying pan is not going to contain all we have, so we're going to mix it twice. Here we go. We introduce our Irish back into the egg sauce, okay? And we also introduce the plantain. Okay, now go ahead and mix this properly together. Can you see that? Don't you want to be in my kitchen right now? This looks so nice. Oh, and the taste is out of this world. And right now, I'm going to go ahead to introduce my spring onions. That's just the game changer for me. I always put it last, tear and off the fire, and boom, our food is ready. Can you see how colorful that looks? Thank you. You just stir this together and your food is ready. My children call this special breakfast. They really enjoyed it. They loved it. Everyone that had a taste of this really loved this cooking, and it was so nice. It was so nice. I hope you've learned something from this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video, please like, share and subscribe to Esther's Home Meals for more Nigerian and African recipes made at home. Let me know in the comments, will you be trying this at home? Okay, it's pretty straightforward, I promise you. So let's just interact down there in the comment section. Thank you and see you in my next video. Bye bye.